The Ant and the Chrysalis. An ant, nimbly running about in the sunshine in search of food, came across a chrysalis that was very near its time of change. The chrysalis moved its tail and thus attracted the attention of the ant, who then saw for the first time that it was alive. Poor, pitiable animal, cried the ant disdainfully. What a sad fate is yours! While I can run hither and thither, and at my pleasure, and, if I wish, ascend the tallest tree, you lie imprisoned here in your shell, with power only to move a joint or two of your scaly tail. The chrysalis heard all this, but did not try to make any reply. A few days after, when the ant passed that way again, nothing but the shell remained. Wondering what had become of its contents, he felt himself suddenly shaded and fanned by the gorgeous wings of a beautiful butterfly. Behold in me, said the butterfly, your much pitied friend. Boast now of your powers to run and climb as long as you can get me to listen. So saying, the butterfly rose in the air and, borne along and aloft on the summer breeze, was soon lost to the sight of the ant forever. Appearances are deceptive.
The Boy and the Traveler. A boy who was bathing in the river got into difficulties and was in danger of drowning when he saw a passing traveler and called to him for help. Instead of trying to get him out, the traveler began to scold him for his foolishness in bathing in a dangerous part of the river. Pray, sir, cried the boy, help me out first and scold me afterwards. Good advice without help is useless.
The Donkey and the Warhorse. A donkey envied a warhorse his plentiful food and the care which was taken of him, while he had very hard and constant work with scarcely enough to eat. Soon after that, war broke out, and the horse was mounted by his master and ridden into battle, where he was wounded and killed. After that, the donkey, having heard these things, changed his mind about the happiness of being a war horse, and was sorry for him instead. It is foolish to envy those who appear better off than we are.
The Donkey and the Wolf. A donkey was feeding in a meadow one day when he saw a wolf approaching, and in order to try and find some means of escape, he first pretended to be lame. The wolf, catching up with him, inquired first what had caused the donkey's lameness. He replied that passing through a thicket he had got a sharp thorn in his foot, and he begged the wolf to get it out, or he would find himself injured if he killed and ate the donkey. Deceived by his praised willingness and meekness, and knowing that the donkey could not get beyond his reach, the wolf consented and lifted up the foot wherein was supposed to be the thorn. He bent earnestly over the hoof, and the donkey with his other heel kicked the wolf's teeth into his mouth, then galloped off as hard as he could. The wolf, thus being in too much pain to go after him, said, "This serves me right. Why did I trouble to act as a doctor when my habit and appetite have made me a butcher?" The moral of that story is stick to your own trade.
The Donkey in the Lion's Skin. One day, a donkey wandering in the forest found the skin of a dead lion, and, wrapping it around himself, he went through the forest, frightening all the small animals who did not wait until the donkey drew near to them. The foolish trick afforded the donkey much enjoyment, and at last he met a fox and tried to frighten him as he had done the other animals. But the fox was not to be deceived, and when the donkey tried to imitate the roar of the lion so as to make his appearance more frightening still, the fox cried out, "No need to try and trick me. I might perhaps have been deceived by your appearance had I not heard your bray." No use to assume a false character. Truth will out.
The Farmer and the Snake. A farmer on a winter's day found a snake, stiff and frozen with the cold. In pity for the poor creature, he placed it in his coat near his breast. The snake soon revived with the warmth, and obeying its natural instincts for evil, bit the farmer who had done him so great a kindness, poisoning him. Then said the farmer as he died, "I am rightly served for taking pity on an evil creature. No kindness will force gratitude from the wicked."